Welcome to How to Run an Event on Tournament-Wizard.com. This will be a short video summarizing how to run an event on Tournament Wizard in version 0.1. Because it is early beta, some things are not working as intended, and I will go over current workarounds for these issues. Updates will be coming in fast and often with your feedback, so let's dive in. This is the Tournament Manager screen where all your events will be located. From here you can manage an event that you've already started or create a new one. Let's create a new event. Enter a name for the event. Here we'll use Test Event 1. This feature is here, so if you as an organizer would like to run an event without ranks or showing up on the geo map on the front page of the site, you can. Say if you're having friends over at your house and you would like to run a non-official cornhole tournament, you can do so from your organizer page. You may choose an image for your tournament if you like. It is not required, and I will skip this step for now. Add a description for your event, typically entry cost, prize, and structure. Tournament location will autofill using your geo IP if you allow Tournament Wizard to use your location in the beginning. Otherwise, simply fill in your address for the event or use the drop pin on your location from the tournament map. Currently, there is a bug with the tournament map. If you choose not to allow Tournament Wizard to use your location, it will not show the map at all. We are working on this, however, you can still input the address above with no issues. Next, enter a tournament date. Choose a tournament game. Choose a rule set. Make sure you choose the correct rule set that your event falls under. Choose if you want the event to repeat. This feature is currently not working, but in the future it'll automatically repeat events on the front page of the map and in your tournament manager, so that way if you host the same weekly event, you only need to input the data once. For the purposes of this video, I will choose single event. For tournament type, currently there are only two options, single and double elimination. This section will be greatly improved come launch. So far in planning, there will be options for pool play, league events, which will allow for pool play over multiple weeks, and multi-partner events. These events will automatically try and place players on opposite brackets and allow you to run both brackets at the same time. Today we'll use double elimination. After finishing this setup, Tournament Wizard will take you to the participants page, where you can add teams and players. This section will be getting a lot of attention over the next month or two to make it easier to handle and more intuitive. However, currently everything is working with a little bit of patience. First, let's add some teams. You can place a note for teams as descriptors, usually what they're wearing or some sort of identifier. This is helpful when you're without a mic at an event and you have a lot of new players. These notes can be accessed either in the participants page or in the future by hovering over a team name in the bracket page. For this video, we will set up an 8-team tournament. To add players to teams, select the team you are trying to add them to in the drop-down. Then either find them in the database if they have already signed up, or add them to the database using their first, last, and email address. Currently there is a bug so that if a player hasn't activated their account via email, they will not show up in the database when they really are in the database. If this happens, you can either re-enter their info, by the way this will not create a new account, or ask them to activate via email. I have found that sometimes the email goes into players' spam folders. Teams with players that choose not to participate in Tournament Wizard, just leave blank. These players will be taken as if their rank was 500. Something to keep in mind is players that are in the database may choose not to have their scores kept for a variety of reasons. This is okay, simply leave their team blank. Remind them, however, that once the tournament starts, they cannot decide to keep their stats later on. To change a team name, just replace the team name and hit save. There will be a small pop-up to say it's saved correctly. Holding space for team is a feature that is just temporary. For launch, I will be adding a new feature that will allow organizers to add a team to the tournament at any point, at their discretion. This allows organizers and venues the ability to start the tournament on time and add latecomers as they come, until they choose to close signups. Currently, holding space for team is buggy, and instead I would suggest adding extra teams with the team name by 1, by 2, etc. This allows you to forfeit them out, or change the team name if a new team signs up late. You can randomize the seeds here. Let's start the tournament. To run tournaments on Tournament Wizard, you can either use the Game Manager screen or the Bracket screen. The Game Manager screen shows all the available games, as well as completed and unavailable games. You can add and remove playing areas in the screen as well. A cool feature Tournament Wizard offers is timers. Timers automatically start when you place a game in the playing area. This will help organizers know when to forfeit a late team or when to call a game if it has been running too long. Another cool feature that will be implemented for launch is keeping track of players' average game length by recording how long each game took. It will also filter for games lasting, say, over 3 hours in case the organizer simply forgot to record a match. Another planned feature is to give an estimated completion time that will update as the tournament progresses. This will be based on several factors. 1. Being how many playing areas are available. 2. How many games can be run. And 3. Players' average game completion time. That way, if a tournament's running too long, it will allow the organizer the ability to add extra playing areas or announce that the tournament will be run as single elimination if it was supposed to be double. This also helps organizers or venues throttle events so as not to run a tournament too fast by playing too many games and finishing too early. If you need to forfeit a team for either not showing up or for other reasons, you can do so, which will not affect either team's stats or rank. Currently, forfeits are not intuitive in my opinion. To forfeit a team for not showing up, click Forfeit Loser, so whoever you click will be the loser of the match. Currently, there is no way to undo games from the Manager screen. However, you can make changes on the Bracket tab. In the Bracket tab, you can record wins by placing a W next to the winning team. You can also undo games by placing a 0 next to the team that had won. Both these features will be optimized for launch. In the future, playing area numbers or names will be displayed in the Bracket tab as well. In the Bracket tab, you can also see how a team is done by highlighting them. The last tab I will go over is the Standings tab. Here you can see every team's wins, losses, game differential, and rank change. When you have databased players in the tournament, it will show their current rank and the rank change for this tournament. Here is an example from one of my older events. Upon final release, there will also be an Achievements tab showing all achievements players have received in your event. At the conclusion of a tournament, make sure to navigate to the Standings tab, enter cash earned for teams, this value will be split among all members, and click Save Data at the bottom of the screen. Currently, if you do not save data, it will not record to the site. Thank you for watching. I hope this cleared up any questions you had. If you still have any questions or suggestions, please feel free to email me at Tournament-Wizard@gmail.com.